Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Rocky Rats coming at you with another video. In today's video, I want to talk about how I scan for stocks to find those top percent gainers. Top percent gainers are always the stocks you should focus on. Those are the stocks with massive range and abnormal volume. And I want to focus in on those when I'm trading. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys. So first thing first, the first website I like to go to when making my watch list is FinViz. It is a free website, and I highly recommend everyone trying to at least checking out this website. And what I do is I look at this top gainers list. You see the first stock on the list is MHUA, but I really do not like trading anything in the listed market. Listed meaning anything in the NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, or MX market under 5 million in volume. So I highlight first stock. What I would do is just go through this top gainers list and just see if there's any stocks that I am interested in. And what I do is I just go through the list, see if anything is really under $10. I like trading stocks between all the way down to a penny or sub penny all the way up to $10. And I would look at the first stock on my list would be EOSE, and I would just put that on my write that down or put it in my Discord chat. I have a separate Discord chat where I just make my watch list every day and just pretty much make sure I remember these stocks that have ran in the past. And I would just simply just continue going through this list just to see if anything else is setting up. I see Grill may set up, but I don't know how much volume it is trading. Market cap. I would put that down as well. And then once I'm about done with going through this top gainers list, put that down as well. SNL and SRNE. But once I'm done going through that top gainers list, the next thing I want to do is run my screener. And again, for my screener, I really keep it very simple. I want to look for stocks under $10 and anything under over 5 million volume traded. Volume is just the amount of shares traded throughout the day. I want to make sure that over 5 million shares have been traded within each individual stock that I touch. And I just simply go through the list and I will go through AM, write that down. And I'm just putting anything that's over 10% in volume down, I'm just putting it down. Not 10, yeah, 10% change down, I'm putting it down. And you see this list is about 6 pages long, but just have to go through everything just to make sure and just put down everything that's over 10%. Just go ahead and put it down. Make it nice and easy. I already have EOSE on there, so go through. What is this? IBIO. Still want to put that down. That one ran last Friday, but didn't have a strong close. But still want to watch it just because it is a former runner. All right. So just putting everything down that's over 10% change on a day. Even though they may, you can see this little preview screen here on SDIG. Doesn't look like the best daily chart, but still putting it on the list. SRNE. And there is UUUU and blown. All right, guys. So I got my stocks ready, and I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13 stocks on the list. And what I want to do to go further and break down it even more is go into TD Ameritrade and just simply go through every single one of these stocks and just look how they look on a daily time frame. See if they are a former runner or not. I like stocks that are former runners, meaning that they traded big volume in the past with abnormal range. So this one, EOSE, I wouldn't consider it necessarily a former runner. Uh, had one big day where it traded about 25 million in volume, and it ranged from 286 all the way up to 384, which is decent for a day, but there's been some crazy moves happening lately from at least for the start of when I started trading. So still going to keep it on watch, but it's going to be on the lower end of things. Then I go through Grill, and this one really has a nice chart. It's a breakout chart. It's a former runner, traded 75 million back in the day. And what I do with a chart like this, I want to go in on a smaller time frame. I like looking at the 15-minute from there. And I just want to see how it looks and how it shapes up. And I see that it's making like a base above 120. And I just want to kind of pay attention to that level there. And I also want to check the daily again, see if it's coming up into any major resistance, see major resistance, potentially at, I would say potentially at 215 because it's the big volume day. But if this thing starts catching more volume, see it's only traded, look like it's only traded 1.8 million shares, so it is low on the scale. I really want to focus on stocks that are trading 5 million or above. And there is SNAL. This one, not trading any volume. Want to check the 15-minute though. Don't see too much there. So can X that one off the list. Then there is SRNE. This one is a former runner, trading good volume, 200 million shares, and trade 180 million shares the second day. So definitely want to watch this one into the coming days. It may not run on tomorrow, but maybe throughout later of the week, it may get another move available. Then want to go AM. So this one is a former runner, back all the way in December. And I actually played this one this last Friday. So just want to see if it is going to continue. Right now it's in that mid kind of range where it had a big volume day and a low volume day, but it gapped up. Will continue the momentum. So just want to see if any continuation happens until the 375 area. And there is APGN. This one is a former runner, traded about 93 million on this day. Had decent range from 132 all the way up to 238. And just want to watch this one into the coming days. Traded about 8 million in volume today. So want to just keep a close eye on APGN. Now EBET. EBET is one that was a big runner, but it did not finish strong. So you want to use history as a guide, as this one can run, but it normally doesn't close strong. So we'll watch it into coming days, but not the most ideal play. And the whole point of this is just you want to be able to break down and narrow down to the best plays. There will probably only be one or two trades a day that will, you know, make the day. And you really want to hone in or focus in on the best and try to cut out the rest. So for my best plays so far, I'm just focusing out on APGN and AM and haven't gotten through the whole list yet. So just want to continue going. And there's IBIO, as you can see in the past. This one is a big runner. Has range from, it looks like $7 all the way up to $16. And then if you go even more back in time, see it's ran huge in the past, getting all the way up from this starting run about $60 to $186. So definitely want to keep a track of this one. Yeah, it finished down on this day, but if it keeps on holding this area of 150, then within the coming days, if it breaks over 2, you really want to be there. Then there's NOGN. Okay, this one traded 5 million in volume, but I really don't see too much there, so definitely low on the totem pole. And as I'm doing this, I'm making notes of which one is good, which one is bad, and I want to continue, just refining the list until it is in the trading day, and I have a potential trade set up. So these things that you just want to do like before the market opens, just to have a feel of what is going on in the market and how are these stocks moving. SDIG, I'm not too really worried about it. I already ran 3 days in a row. Could have a potential 4th green day and touch this 93 area. But again, 3 green days in a row. Don't want to bet on having another one. Even though it's good, it's decent intraday price action on this 15-minute. Nice sideways consolidation, but still not ideal. We'll watch it, but not too into it. SRNE, this one traded 200 million on this day, 180 million on this day. But this is a beaten chart on the daily. As you can see, had a massive gap down from the 93-cent area, gap down to 60 cent, and it's all the way down to 16 cent, and it's trying to make a little bounce. So I don't know if there will be any continued momentum. We'll watch it, but most definitely probably will not be trading that on a Monday or Tuesday. And this one, this one, it tried to get running. So this, I would definitely count this as a first green day since it traded outside its normal range of volume, traded about 17 million, and had massive range from 260 to 37 all the way up to a high of 364. And you just want to just pay attention to how this stock moves, because in the past it has done the same thing, ripping from $7.93 up to $19. So just want to pay attention. May not be a trade today or tomorrow, but throughout the week may set up, and you want to be there if that price action sets up with a nice risk level. And then the last on the list is VLON, VLON. I want to just go through this one. This one is a nice runner, nice chart. If it starts holding that 80 cent level, right where it broke out over this top, I really want to just start paying attention, see if it ramps toward 120 again. But yeah, this is how I go through my listed stocks. Again, I'm only looking for stocks really under $10. So I know there's a whole lot of other strategies and a whole lot of other ways to scan for stocks, but this is my simple way of scanning for stocks and making sure I am paying attention to those top percent gainers. And the last thing that I do is I'll just run a scan for my OTC stocks. And I do this just from going through my TD Ameritrade. And for my my OTC scanner, I have it for 10% 10% change. Then on volume, I want at least a million in volume, and dub $5 to $80 in range. And I just run the scan, and I just go through the ones that have the highest volume on this one. I don't really want the ones that's really trading a million in volume, but if it's trading 10 million, 20 million, then I'll more likely to look at it. So the first one I want to look at is CEOS. I just want to go through this one, CEOS, just see how this chart is forming. And it looks like a decent chart. Has a former runner in the past. Looks like if it starts ramping above 10, definitely something I want to be there for. So, and it's had its first green day today. I want to go into the intraday. Nice little sideways action. Looks like a very nice chart. So I definitely want to make a mark for if this gets over 9, I want to create an alert and have that one set for me. I continue going through that list. CLNV. I'm actually long some of this over the holiday, and it has a very nice daily chart, but when I look intraday, that wick at the end of the day scares me. I have some from about a 0.075 average, so we'll see what it do. What I'm risking is this 0.073 area right around here where it kind of broke over this base. And if it gets below then I'll cut and just take the loss, but hoping for continued momentum to get past the 10 or try to get past 10. I'm hoping for maybe a red day on Tuesday, then Wednesday we start ramping up again. And from there, I go through, I don't want to check on DLT, this one either. Let's look at RMSL. It's not much here, so can just keep on moving. And TLSS. See, TLSS was a former runner. Not trading too much volume, but just want to pay attention to it if it gets over 0.07775, but something that I'm not interested in going into tomorrow. And then this one's been running for a while, VPLM. Just want to see what it is doing. So it's finally starting to bounce, but no trade is there. So and avoid. And ZRFY. And boom, this is a nice chart. See, it broke over that 0.067 area. So really want to watch this one going into the next day. On the 15-minute, it looks kind of wicky. You see it has these types of candles, meaning that there was basically no type of volume traded in it, which is why I am pivoting from OTCs into listed more, just because there just hasn't been enough follow through and volume and interest in the OTCs as there was in previous years. And it's also good to just have more than one tool in your bag, just in life too, where you don't want to just be a one trick pony. You want to have multiple ways to get the job done. But definitely watching this one for continued momentum towards that one area. I think that if ZRFY starts picking up towards 1, could really start going. So relatively fresh chart and former runner as well. So definitely want to pay attention to that one and add that one to the list as well. So there you have it. This is how I go through my watch list and try to scan for stocks. I keep it very simple. I think that simple is very good, especially because the when you're actually trading, you have to continually like refining your list during intraday time. You know, since the stock market opens from 9:30 and closes at 4 p.m., what I would do is I would run my scan every 30 minutes and just keep refreshing. So I'll run a scan at 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30, 12, 12:30, and just keep refreshing the list just to see which stocks set up the best. Another thing that I will leave you with is just making sure that you scan for stocks in pre-market as well. A lot of times stocks they will start popping pre-market, and you want to just pay attention to those. A lot of those will fade off in the morning, but still want to just keep an eye on them just in case something sets up. So there you have it. This is how I make my watch list and scan for stocks. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment down below.